Hey everyone, Spirit had dropped from the back of a taxi, and I'm just coming back from the healing rooms, having done some sessions with clients this morning, and I'm recording in the studio this afternoon. But I wanted to share with you something that went down in one of the sessions this morning. It was a mediumistic contact for a client, and both her parents are in spirit. And it was beautiful contact. So her father came through first and really evidenced who he was, and then her mum came through, and then at one stage both of them were communicating, which was not a very common experience for me, but it all went really smoothly. It was very beautiful as they communicated with their daughter, and took it in turns, if you like. Often when I get a really good strong link for my clients, and also the person in spirit's a really good communicator, I'll ask them if they want to ask any questions. And a really typical question that people ask is, what's going to happen? Like, they'd love some kind of predictive guidance on their life, or whatever it is that they're considering. And I feel I always sort of need to remind them that our loved ones in spirit don't necessarily know what's around the corner. We can assume that because they're in the spirit realm, they kind of know all there is and everything that's going to happen, and they don't. Sometimes they can give a bit of guidance on something that's just around the corner, or they can give a bit of guidance on the potentialities between choices. But in terms of where am I going to be in 5 years' time or 10 years' time, it's very rare that you get that kind of guidance from the spirit realm. But the kind of guidance you can expect, though, if you're working with a medium and there's a lovely strong contact with, let's say, father, for example, as there was today, is the kind of advice they'd give you if they were living and in body, and the kind of advice they'd give you if you said, "Hey Dad, I'm considering doing this in my career, what do you think?" So your loved ones in spirit, especially family, they know you very well, they love you, and they can offer guidance given how much they know about you and what your potential is. So, and that's what we got today. So this beautiful dad came through and gave some lovely reassuring guidance as to where she's at and what her potentials are, and that she's very well positioned within her life and within her career. So that's what I wanted to leave with you, that just because they're in the spirit realm doesn't necessarily mean that they've got a full view of everything that goes down. And of course, I do not hold that all of our life is fated and predestined. I just don't hold that. What I do hold is that we are creatively participating in the events of our life, either consciously or unconsciously. And this, of course, is the basis of modern magic, Western magic and spellcraft, is that we can generate different patterns with our will, with our desires and with our visions, and therefore manifest different experiences. So I think we do have proclivities within our life path, and I do accept, although it can't be evidence, that there is karmic debt that we rework within our lives and in our relationships. But I still don't believe that everything that we are yet to experience is a foregone conclusion. I don't accept that. I think we are much more creatively involved in the unfoldment of our lives, and so therefore that lends weight to also the reason why our loved ones in spirit can't basically tell us a blow by blow of what's going to happen in the next 10 years in our life, because we can see, as psychics, we can read potentialities, we can even read probabilities of events, but they're not fixed. So I want to leave that with you. I hope that's got you thinking, that your loved ones in spirit know you very well. They can feel your potential. They are guiding you, but they're not like our fortune tellers. It just doesn't work that way. All right, I hope that's got you thinking, everyone. Bye.